Finally, they released the Elf City after 10 years. Now, in this video, I will be helping out the yet-to-be comp capers or comp capers who have lost their capes to get it back by going through each and every new requirement that was released on Monday and explaining how to fulfill those requirements so that you can get your comp cape back. It's not going to be an in-depth guide to the city or anything. I'll highly recommend that you check it out. If you haven't checked it out already, if you're not going for comp, you should still check it out because it's an absolutely majestic city. I streamed for 3 hours yesterday on Twitch, and on HD and with audio on, it was just something else. It was really good, and I'm really happy that Jaggeds have done this. But anyway, let's go on with the video. If you haven't explored the city yet, the only requirement is that you need Plague's End. You need to have completed that quest, and you need to be a RuneScape member, of course. But yeah, let's get on with this video, starting with how to unlock the first title. It's pretty straightforward to unlock the Of the Traherne title. All you do is go south and then slightly east to the Seren Stones within the Traherne area, and then talk to Lady Traherne. She'll explain that you need to collect 100 corrupt ore. You basically mine the Seren Stones in the center and you'll slowly accumulate it. It shouldn't take you more than an hour, much less than an hour actually. And then you have to go to the furnace over there and then smelt it, and that will be that won't take very long at all. And one thing you can do is to improve this is to make sure you go there when the Voice of Seren is on the Traherne area. When you do this, you can mine ores, so from coal to runite, and you have an almost 100%, I think 100% chance of gaining corrupted ore as you mine each of those ores, so that can massively speed it up, especially if you mine some of the lower level ores, I suppose. The Of the Ironworth title is probably going to take the longest out of all of them, depending on whether or not you have the Mask of Gloom from the Treasure Hunter, because basically for this you need to complete 8 Dark Beast assignments set by Morvran, who is the new Slayer Master, of course, and he doesn't have any reason to assign you those in any particular way or anything, so basically it'll be random. And once you get a Dark Beast task, I highly suggest you put it into your prefer list so that you have a higher chance of getting it next time, instead of having to cancel it every single time. The reason I say the Mask of Gloom is useful is because you can get a free Dark Beast task every day if you use that, so if you have that, then good, you will do it quite quickly. If you don't have that, you have to wait until you finish 8 Dark Beast tasks, at least as far as I know. That will take a while, that'll probably take longer than everything else, but yeah, you're gonna have to do it. For the Of the Cardan title, I've heard a lot of speculation about this, but I'll just keep it safe. So the truth is that you need to get 1k kills within the Cardan area, so the Cardan Mages or the Cardan Rangers, and I don't think you have any method of looking at the kill count, so I assume that you will get the message as soon as you get 1000 kills of those. I'm still going. It's quite difficult. I'll probably go there more often when the Voice of Seren is in the Cardan area, because you will probably do a lot more damage and stuff. But yeah, 1k kills of those, that's going to take a while, but oh well. Now for the fourth and final clan title of batch 1 of the Elf City release, you basically want to plant an Elder Tree seed and then grow it to full health and then check its health. Now the patch is located in the far northeast of the city and north of the Spirit Tree, and you can pay 25 Morchella mushrooms to protect it. You could have got this seed by either buying it from the GE. It became tradable once the city was released yesterday, but before then it wasn't tradable. The only way you could have obtained it before then was by skilling using the Crystal Amulet. Every 24 Crystal Amulet shards you would have got an Elder Seed, but basically yeah, that's how you get it, and I'd highly recommend that you pay for its protection, because you really don't want it to die on you because of how valuable it is. Now moving on to the 5th comp requirement, the Memoriam Crystals. Well, there are going to be 16 of these released, but only half of them are released now on with the first batch, and you can basically find these in the same way you found them when you did the Fate of the Gods quest, and that is by just walking around exploring. I'd recommend that you do that instead of looking at this because it's quite an enjoyable experience. But if you really want, that's what this guide is for, of course. I will tell you. So the first one you can get west of Morven, the Slayer Master, just south west of the Tower of Voices and just outside that house over there. The second one you can get on the south side of the house, just east of the Elder Tree Patch, which you might have gone to plant your seed. And just look around carefully. It's quite hard to spot these, but keep looking and you will find them. So the third one is inside the building with the guy, the Traherne guy. Yeah, so that's pretty easy. He is just southeast of the Tower of Voices. Pretty easy to find. And the fourth one is inside the building with the Battlestaff guy, who is just east of the Tower of Voices in the same ballpark as you just got the Traherne Herald's Memoriam Crystal. Look carefully again, you will be able to find them. The fifth one, you have to pickpocket Arianwin to get that one, and he is basically in the same ballpark yet again, near the Kadan Herald, so in that area. The sixth one, you have to actually speak to Lord Eoweth for this, and you have to choose the second option when you talk to him, and that concerns the World Gate. So you need to do the Fate of the Gods quest for this one to get this one, otherwise you wouldn't be able to do Comp. Anyway, you need to do that quest for Comp Cape because you need to get Quest Cape for Comp Cape. So yeah, you must have done that, and make sure to choose the second option. It might be quite confusing otherwise. And the seventh one is in the building just south of the place where you got the Traherne title, so the Sarenstone Rocks. You have to search the crate in that building just south of that. And the final one is actually a bit tricky. Well, not really. You basically buy Barberry Bush Seed, which is 1 GP. Actually worth like 0.1 GP or something, but anyway, you buy that, you plant it, you grow it to full, and then you check the health. And the patch is just west of the Elder Tree Patch in the Curwis area, I guess. So that is it. Once you get all of those, I'm not sure whether you have to put them in the Memoriam device, so that'll just be that, but basically you might as well put them in the Memoriam device, which is just if you go to the Tower of Voices and go up the stairs, there's a Seren standing there, well, not Seren, but some memory of Seren, and you put it in the device, and hopefully that will do it for you. You can also have a look at the memories as you did in the Fate of the Gods quest. So yeah. For the sixth one, you need to talk to the Spirit Tree in Prifddinas, and that is located just south of the Elder Tree Patch, so near the northeast corner of the map. And when you talk to him, you realise that he's missing one Spirit Tree in his system of Spirit Trees around the world, and that is in Exeteria. So you can get there by using the boat from Ralica, or you can use the Ring of Wealth to teleport to Miscellanea, and then run all the way east to the other island, which is Exeteria, the one on the east side of the bridge. And on the south side there is a Spirit Tree Patch. You need to plant a Spirit Tree, which is quite difficult to get. I think I got all of my Spirit Tree seeds from doing Kingdom, managing Miscellanea, the minigame. So I probably recommend that, I guess, to get that. Otherwise you can play Vinesweeper to get that, which I've never played. Anyway, that's how you do that. Make sure you grow it to full, which may take like 2 or 3 days yet again, so that may take a while, but once you've done that, it should be fine. I'd probably go talk to the Spirit Tree if the comprec hasn't been done by simply checking the health of the Spirit Tree over there. But anyway, that's that. Now, probably the hardest one, especially for people who haven't really done much combat in their artist careers, I guess, is the one that is to do with impressing Morven. Now, you do this by taking part in his D&D. It doesn't have to be the real run, you can do a trial run, and to do that you have to go down the little thing, a pulley thing, whatever. Anyway, you go down there and you choose to do the Platinum Challenge, which is the hardest one, and basically in 10 minutes you have to get to wave 20. Now these waves consist of various monsters from a celestial dragon to 3 ice strike worms to a TDs, which probably will be the most tedious. Well, hey. Anyway, it can be quite tricky to do it because you need to DPS a lot and switch quickly, and some tips I have for this, which worked out really well for me, is to use Blood Barrage. Now the reason you use Blood Barrage is because you can absolutely wreck the Muspers, and it's a fire spell, so you can kill the ice strike worms in like 2 hits. And I would also recommend you take the Super Antifire for the Celestial Dragon, take a switch for TDs and Celestial Dragons, a range switch, and a Dark Light of course, and take a Steel Titan because that can hit through the TD's magic shield, so that'll make it a lot quicker. It took me 5 tries actually to get this done, so don't worry too much if you're not getting there. Just keep trying and try and DPS. Don't make the same mistakes you did before. I used a Noxious Staff. It worked extremely well for me because these are all Slayer creatures, and Noxious Staff is probably the best Slayer weapon. So yeah, I'd highly recommend that you use the Noxious Staff. Any more tips? Well, use the Adrenaline Pot, I guess. Use Sunshine whenever you can, as much as possible, and DPS hard with the Titan as well. Use the Titan, that does help a lot. So keep trying. If you don't get it, you'll eventually get it. And it doesn't matter whether you do a trial run or a real run, but obviously if you do it in a real run, make sure you get up as much as possible. I think you only need to get to wave 20 before the time runs out, not past it, so that's an advantage I guess. But yeah, good luck guys, and then when you're done you can tick off another challenge which is sort of related, and that's pretty simple. Once you're done and you get the Slayer Master title, you basically talk to Morven up there, and he will give you a combat lamp, and you will tick that requirement off as well. Back to Shattered Heart guys, all those trimmed compers out there. I'm sorry about this, but anyway, it's pretty simple. It works exactly the same way as the normal Shattered Heart, almost exactly the same way. Anyway, all you do is, first of all, before you can start receiving these golden rocks instead of the normal magic rocks that you receive in normal Shattered Heart, before you start receiving these, you need to talk to the person somewhere in the Tower of Voices. I don't remember where, but you can probably find out pretty easily, and they will allow you to start collecting golden rocks. The comp rec is to make 1 full statue, which basically consists of getting 2 rocks from each skill and finally putting it together to make the statue. So you only need to make it once for the normal version, and you can get these rocks from taking part in activities in the various skills anywhere in RuneScape, not just within the city. So that may not take as long as you think, but on the other hand, I have got pretty unlucky with some of them. I've spent a lot of time and I haven't got anything for some of them, so oh well, just keep going. This may take a bit of time, but at least you get XP while doing it. The next one, just like the Dark Beast task thing for the of the Aerworth title, the next one is called the Famous title. Now for this you need to be assigned a special challenge by Morven, and again it's completely random. He doesn't have any preference to assign you this, but the special challenge, just like the special challenge that Corradell assigns you, which is fight caves, this special challenge is to kill 10 boss monsters. Now each time you kill a boss monster you'll get a crystal which will debuff something to do with your combat or whatever, and you'll basically, every time you kill a monster you will basically collect 1, and you have to keep all of these in your inventory before you kill the next monster on the list, otherwise it won't count. So it's pretty simple if you think about it, because you only have to kill 1 of these monsters and they're not very difficult at all, except for Araxor. That can be a pain, but I guess you had to kill him anyway for the Reaper title. So yeah, you basically kill the monsters. I'd recommend killing the hard ones first, and you can use the portal in the max guild to tune the portal to go where you want it to go. The first time you do it, it won't cost you any money, but every time after that it will cost you 100k. I recommend you do it for the harder ones, like Dagonoth Kings. I put it to Commander Ziliana hoping it would take me inside her cave, but it didn't. I don't know why. Some people are saying it does, but it didn't for me. I had to get the KC anyway. But yeah, I would put it to DKs because that is a pain to get to. But I would kill the hard bosses first, as I said, so Araxor first, followed by I don't know, QBD maybe? I don't even know. Anyway, Arak Sword definitely first, because that's probably the hardest, and then the others after that, probably Giant Mole somewhere near the end, I guess. Yeah, so once you're done, you'll finish a challenge, and that'll be that, but make sure to kill 10 of the monsters, all 10 of them, one by one. So yeah. Now the next one, number 10, is very simple to do. If you've explored the city and done all the other comp requirements, you'll probably unlock all 12 of the music tracks that you need to unlock, so that's pretty self-explanatory, I guess. If you haven't unlocked any of them, check them, just keep going around the city, do all the stuff you can, like go up buildings and stuff, and yeah, you should probably get them by the time you get to this point, but hopefully if you haven't, just keep going, I suppose, and look out for them. Last but not least, guys, so for the trimmed comp requirement, you need to, as with the normal Shattered Heart trimmed comp requirement, you need to complete the golden statue 32 times so that you can make the full statue in the Max Guild. Now the statue is located just in the southeast corner within the Max Guild, so yeah, you get 1 piece for completing the statue every time, and then 31 times later you will complete the entire statue and you will get the trim copy. But Jagex have decided to be nice. Now there are a few discrepancies here, but basically I heard that you only need to complete 1 statue per week for you to keep your trim. Now I've also heard that you can do more than 1 statue per week. Suppose that you know life skilling so much that you do that. Now if you do that, then good, that's great. You will probably get the 32 done sooner than you think, but the actual requirement to keep your trimmed comp cape is to do 1 of these per week, so it will reset every week. I'm not sure when, maybe it's Monday, maybe it's Wednesday, I don't know, but that's the requirement for you to be able to return your trimmed comp cape. So you'll have to keep doing it for 32 weeks. Yeah, that's not great, is it? Anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching. This is about it. If you have any more questions, let me know below. I will try to answer them. If you haven't got access to the Elf City, I highly recommend doing the quests, even if you hate questing, because you will regret it the more you put that off, because this city is absolutely insane, guys. It really is. It's a hell of a graphical achievement on Jagex's part. There are some bad things about the city, like OP XP rates, like the mining plot, which is the best XP rate in the game, and that automatic thieving where you just click it once and it keeps pickpocketing and stuff like that. But hey, I really enjoy it. I'll be spending a lot of time in here, guys, and I recommend that you do as well, especially for skilling purposes. And the new Slayer Master, of course, I'll be using him a lot, and some of the new abilities, like buying a ferocious ring, that will work within his dungeon, and using preferred tasks, so you get assigned those more often rather than just the same chance of getting assigned them. So things like that I think are really good. I'd also do the new Slayer D&D. The list goes on, guys, really. So I'll stop there. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope this helped. If you haven't gone to the Elf City, I recommend you go there, as I said before. And if you enjoyed this vid, please give it a like. It really does help boost my morale and my motivation to make more videos. Thank you, guys.